Good morning, Sam. It is Thursday, April 1st, 2021. Happy April Fools. Growing up, my brother was a huge prankster. He's 6 years younger than me, so that makes him 14 now. But when we were both little kids, April Fools was like his favorite holiday. He had to have been 7 or 8 years old when he just concocted one of the most elaborate April Fools pranks ever, wherein he did absolutely every single textbook April Fool's joke on my entire family. So when I came down the steps from my attic bedroom, my door had been completely barricaded. And then when I came down to the kitchen, the milk in our fridge had been dyed blue. The salt had been swapped with the sugar. My mother made cookies that day. They were not good. And he had tied a rubber band around the thing on the faucet that when you turn on the water, like you spray down the dishes with, so that when you turn on the water, we all got completely soaked. And then, everyone who got soaked left the rubber band on so that everyone else would have to suffer. It was absolutely phenomenal. So the next year, I said, I'm going to get him back. And I went into his room. So his room was below my room. So it was my room, and then you would go down, you go into his room. And I got up before he did that morning. And I took like a ball full of yarn, and I tied it around things back and forth to trap him so he couldn't get out of his bed. And he thought that was pretty funny. Later that day, I went to the movies. I come back late at night. It's probably, I don't know. It's probably 10, 11 o'clock. I get back home. And I walk up to my room, and which is at the top of the stairs, and I actually can't get into my room. He has taken a ball of yarn, tied it around maybe a post, and then wrapped it around absolutely everything in my room. It took me, I'm not kidding, 30 minutes with a pair of scissors to cut my way into my room without breaking any of my items of which this yarn was tied around. It was absolutely incredible. He is totally phenomenal at April Fool's Day jokes. Now, what I want to tell you about today are some of my favorite media pranks that have ever been done on April Fools. So I was just looking into this, and there are some pretty spectacular ones. In 1996, Taco Bell told everyone that they had purchased the Liberty Bell, making it the Taco Liberty Bell. Of course, that was a joke, but some people say that started the trend of fast food restaurants having joke announcements for certain events. Has in the latest Burger King's tweet on National Women's Day that promote a little bit of outrage, but are really just genius marketing schemes. I think it's pretty great. I like this one a lot too. In 1992, NPR ran a story on April Fool's Day that President Nixon was running for president again. They had an actor on that sounded just like Nixon, and he said that he was going to run for president again. Of course, proclaiming that he had not done anything wrong and that he wanted to be back in the White House. In 1957, on April Fool's Day, the BBC reported that the Swiss were experiencing record spaghetti crops, and they show people picking spaghetti from trees while explaining how the spaghetti growing process works.
Spaghetti cultivation here in Switzerland is not, of course, carried out on anything like the tremendous scale of the Italian industry.
Absolutely priceless, totally and completely worth the watch. So, those are just a couple of my favorite April Fool's Day pranks that the media has done and that my brother has done to me. If you have a favorite April Fool's Day gag that either someone has done to you or you have seen done, put it down in the comments below. I would love to read them. And Sam, I'll see you tomorrow.